It's that time of the day. It's time to yap. I'm using the front camera again today. I think it's okay. The lighting's not fabulous, but it is what it is. It's kind of later. It's like 6:30. I've been working literally all day. And then I went and got my eyebrows done. They're slaying. Slaying. Really happy with them. She did this thing where she put like what she described as like a light green cream underneath my eyebrows after she finished. I was not red, and obviously that's color correcting, but instantly, like I thought she put makeup on me. I haven't put any extra makeup on that part of my face. Crazy, right? But I love my eyebrow girl. She's the best. It took me a long time to find her. But once I did, one thing about me, I'm a loyal customer. All you have to do is your job. I don't have a hell of a lot of things to say today. I think because I've been working so much, my brain is sort of like sludge. And my computers have been pissing me the fuck off. We're in Mercury retrograde shadow period. I should have fucking known. The last 2 days, I firstly just couldn't use the internet. Just the internet decided to just not internet. And it was taking me hours to upload or download 10 to 30 second reels and clips for my JB House clients. And then yesterday I started working again and it was kind of better. And then it just shit itself again. And I wasn't even able to sign into my applications. It was hectic. But today it's working. Today's everything's good. So pray for me. Okay? But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I don't have a hell of a lot to say today. I have a really good idea for tomorrow. I don't usually think ahead. I was going to do that today, but it just didn't work out. What have I got coming up? Oh, actually, one thing I didn't tell you guys about, I think, is that I'm bringing back my astrology readings. I did one last month and it was amazing. And the only reason I did it is because the girl secretly found the link and booked, because I wasn't going to reopen my books this month because of all the stuff with JB House, but I had such a good time and was reminded of how good I am at reading astrology charts. I know that sounds kind of like tooting my own horn, but toot toot. And so I was like, fuck it, we're going to do it. So I posted literally one story about it the other day, yesterday, I think. And I thought I would tell you about it. So I guess I'll put the link down below. And then I'm probably going to post about it on Threads and then maybe send an email or two if I can be fucked. And speaking of readings, I actually booked in for a tarot reading with none other than Flex Mummy. I don't know if you know who she is. If you're Australian, you probably know who she is. If you're American, maybe not. But she's basically just an internet queen. I would say she is the Australian Julia Fox to me. That's kind of her vibe. But she's high thoughts, high thinker, just incredibly curious, creative girl. She is a multi-hyphenate. She's a DJ, she's a writer, she's I guess an influencer. She has multiple businesses with really cool products. Just a very esoteric person, and I followed her for ages. And I saw that she was doing readings. I saw she was actually doing astrology readings. I was like, well, I don't need one of those, but I wouldn't mind a bit of a tarot reading with everything that I've got kind of swirling around in my brain. Oh, by the way, talking about things that are swirling around in my brain, I'm going to change the podcast name. I'm going to do it. I asked here, no one really got back to me, but I did ask on Instagram and I asked on Threads. Unanimously was like, fuck it, just do it. And I was like, cool, confirmed, amazing. I knew I was going to do it, but I kind of did need that external validation. But I think I'm going to change it in October. I believe, I'll have to check, but I believe I uploaded the first episode October. It was like an angel number. So it's either like October 10th or like the 22nd, something like that. So I think I'm going to change it on that day because that's when I uploaded my first episode back in 2019. That's going to give me enough time to sit with the idea, like sit with the name, make sure that really it is the name. And then, what is that? What is that? Why is it? What is that line? What is that shadow? I'm just going to go like this. Gonna sit with that name for like a month, so all of August, and then if I still love it, which I think I will, but if it's still like ringing true, as they say, I will get to work on doing all the back end and the reestablishing with the new name. So update on that. But back to my reading with Flex Mummy. So I booked in a tarot reading, but she has this thing where you can either pay or this thing called in kind, which is exchange a service for service. And so I messaged her and I was like, that could be cool. Like, I'm a mystic. I do a whole bunch of stuff. And I basically just said like, I'd love to look at doing it as an exchange. So let me know how that works. And then she got back to me and she was like, hey, I had a gander at your website. Hypnotherapy and PLR sounds really great. I was like, fabulous. PLR is amazing. I know she's going through her Saturn return. So I was like, yes, going to be a vibe if she's never had one before. Or even if she has, it's like having a little updated one is always great. Doing PLR is such a powerful way to do like intergenerational healing, all that sort of stuff. Really, really cool. Really, really powerful. That's actually what got me into my like hypnotherapy, hyperfixation journey, whatever you want to call it. And now I'm literally a hypnotherapist. Like I'm trained to be a hypnotherapist. So it's like PLRs are where it all began for me when it comes to the subconscious stuff that I just find so fascinating and has helped me so much in my healing journey. But yeah, I booked in and I think the reading is, when is the reading? Is it like next week? Yeah, it's next week. It's next week on Tuesday. So I'll definitely like tell you how it went and how it goes. I think we're possibly thinking about changing it to Thursday though. So we'll see. But right now it's on Tuesday next week and I'm really excited. But how cool is that? I love that she's doing that. I love that she's offering the exchange thing. I think it's really cool. It makes things so much more accessible. It means that you can collaborate with people more. It means you can expand your network. Like, I think there's a lot of positives for doing exchange sessions, or offering services, products in exchange for something that isn't monetary. And the reason she says she does it is like, she's trying to get into that matriarchy. It's like a anti-patriarchal move. It's a way to really embody feminism. And, you know, there was a minute, like there was a part of me that was like, oh, I should be doing that. I'm a bad feminist because I'm not doing that. But I'm not at a phase where I can do that. Like, your services that we would exchange from my services is not going to pay my debt. You know what I mean? Like, I need to get that fiscal exchange as of right now. But it's something I've toyed with in the past. And I do think that eventually I would love to make my readings an exchange. I would love that. I think that that would be a really, really cool move. I would love to have something in my office suite that I can offer as an exchange. Now is not the time. As I said, I have some debt that I'm paying off. And if you were a listener of the podcast, you would know that I've like actually made a decision. I think I made it like maybe like 2 months ago to not invest in like anything in my business. So obviously like tools for my business, fine, but like no courses, no mentorship, no hiring, no, like none of that when it comes to my business until that debt is paid off, because I want to buy a house and kind of need to not have credit card debt. So yeah, but it's on my mind. I'm thinking that's definitely something I'm going to do. And even sort of making it as like a goal of like when I get, like when I'm debt free, actually, I'm going to do that right now. When I'm debt free, how I'm going to celebrate is I'm going to release some sort of service, some sort of offering that in order to engage in that offering with me, you can offer an exchange. I think it's called in kind. Like, I think that this is a saying. It's a word. It's a thing when you're talking about reciprocity through service rather than it being fiscal. I don't know if that's something that Flex Mummy come up with. Maybe I'm ignorant. I could probably just Google it, and I probably will after this. So yeah. Rock on.